Right then, this is probably not going to work. Right then, on the lathe I have a piece of Spalted Sycamore. I rough turned this a couple of years ago. It's been sitting on a shelf here. I think I've been avoiding finish turning it because, as you can see, it's quite punky. But what I've done, as I said, is I've left it on a shelf here for a couple of years to really let it dry out. I'm going to be using extremely sharp tools, right, to try and get this to a finished bowl. I honestly don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I don't want to put a wood hardener on it because I've said this before. Wood hardeners are toxic. I don't mind using some sanding sealer on it, right? And as you can see, it's extremely off balance as well, right? Because this side is very punky and this side is quite solid. If I can get it, I'd say it's actually going to make quite a pretty bowl. Right, now I may have to go missing for a couple of minutes because I'm expecting the mechanic over to take the car away for a service. So I have the dogs out, and if he turns up outside, see, I can't hear the doorbell in here. And if he shows up, the dogs should bark, and that will be my doorbell. Right then, as I said, this might work very well, or this could be a disaster. I don't know. Right. I can't go up to a normal speed because there's a big wobble in it. Alright, let's see how this cuts. With this, I'm going to be using very light cuts. Yeah, it's still tearing. Right, then we'll try cutting it the other direction. It helps sometimes, even though this is technically the wrong direction. When you're dealing with extreme punkiness, sometimes it actually doesn't matter. Right, I think I'm just going to get some shape into this and then soak it in some sanding sealer, see if that works. Lighten the load a little, see if we can speed it up. Still a good shake, and this is way off balance. Right, now I'm going to do a pull cut to see what it's like. Right, I may have to use a combination of the techniques that I've shown in past videos, as in stiffening it up with sanding sealer. I might have to use the slurry method. Look, it's really bad just there. And there. It's basically one side of this bowl that is really bad. I'm just trying to take tiny little very light cuts off of it to see what will happen. But the balance is still way off on this bowl. If I can get it to a finish, it might be quite pretty, but it's looking very doubtful. Right, I'm going to give that a soak in sanding there and let it rest for a while, and the sanding sealer soak in, and we'll see what happens. Right then, that's been on there spinning for about 20 minutes. So we'll give it a go, see how it cuts. I'm just going to use the side bevel cut on it because it's the gentlest cut I know. Not looking good. As I said, I'm actually not expecting this one to work. I just thought it'd make an interesting video though. It will pull instead. Oh, it is cleaning up a little bit there. And there. It is cleaning up a little bit, surprisingly. It's really bad here. There's a line there that's really bad. Yes, it is cleaning up. It's cleaning up. It might need a little bit of slurry up there, but surprisingly, it is actually cleaning up. Alright, this has just got interesting. Right, down there. If I can get there to clean up the same. There's a bump there, but I want to be very careful doing it. Just going to use side bevel on it. Okay, it is kind of punky, but we're getting somewhere. It is, surprisingly, it is cleaning up. It's pretty bad there. Let's go down this way a little. I said, I'm just going to use the side bevel on this mostly. And the side bevel, I've kind of explained this, but I've also explained that I don't teach people how to do it on a video because it's a dangerous cut. It's not a pull cut. Think of it more like a planing cut. For flattening off and taking out bumps and stuff. Do you know something? I think we might actually get somewhere with this, which I'm very surprised about. I think that the slurry method could possibly clean up the rest of that. I'm actually shocked that this is coming out. Right, then slurry method. I have done a full video on the slurry method. I'll leave a link up there and a link below in case you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about. Right, and I'll just get on with it and see if it works. If it works or not, as normal, I will come back and show you and tell you, because I think it's important that failures are shown as well as successes. So we'll get on with this, and one way or the other, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Right then, a combination of those two old school techniques seem to have really done something to the outside of this. Americans are gorgeous, right? But like, it's still off balance, but not as much as it was, right? And I would say 99% of the punkiness is gone from the outside of that. Right, I'm going to sand the outside of this now and put a finish on it, but before I do, I'm after getting a new way of holding my sanding discs, right? It's basically a box. I'll tell you why it's pink in a second, right? And it holds everything in it, right? Now, everybody's probably heard of this new website that's knocking around called TEMU, right? I had a look at it. Their stuff is grand, right? I didn't buy wood turning tools from there, because they only have, at the moment, carbides. Their carbides look fine. They look like the exact same things that are on Amazon for up to twice the price, right? Like this box comes in 3 layers, right? There's 3 like this that clip into each other. It was €4, right? Now this box comes in different colours, right? There's pink, there's clear, there's blue, and there's green. But the pink is the only one they're doing for €4. Now, have a look on TEMU. There's a load of stuff on it, right? The quality, as I said, seems fine. Though I bought a lot more than this. Like the new camera mounts came from there. A few other things knocking around here, and my wife bought some stuff off it as well. The quality is good in it all, right? Right, there's a trick to it, right? You can get 50% off of everything. Delivery's free and all taxes are paid in this place, right? But the trick is, right, all you got to do is Google 50% off vouchers, right? I'll leave a link below to where you can get them, right? But there's a catch. You can only use the 50% off for up to 1 hour after you download the app, right? So what I would do, and what we did, was we looked on the computer, got a list of the stuff we wanted, downloaded the app, immediately put the stuff into the app, right? I think it took us about 13 or 14 minutes to put the stuff into the app that we were at the finding on the computer, right? And bought it there and got 50% off everything. So this box actually cost me £2, right? And I said there's a load of other stuff we bought. And the half price thing works, but only for the first hour of you having the app, right? So look up the stuff you want on a computer, then download the app, put the stuff you want into the app and buy it through the app, right? But you only have 1 hour, right? You can spend as long as you want browsing on the computer and making up your list, right? Just don't install the app onto your phone until you have the list of what you want, right? So now I'm going to sand and finish the outside of this, right? I might actually cut that down there a little bit before I do, or will I? No, I don't think I will. And I'll be back when that's done. So there's a bit of a tip for you for TEMU. Right, as I said, the quality of the stuff seems fine. So I'll get on with sanding this and I'll be back in a minute. Right then, just buffing the wax off. And I can tell you straight out now, this video is not turning out the way I thought it would. Isn't that nice? Now, if I can get the inside of this to work, this could end up being a nice surprise bowl, because I was not expecting this to work at all. As I said, this video is not working out the way I thought it would, and the way I was expecting it to. Right then, let's cut this edge. See how that worked. Just there is a bad bit. Right, let's see if we can cut down to that. Right, I'm going to sharpen this gouge again, even though it's got a good edge. I want to give it the best shot. So I want to give this I want to give this the best shot of actually getting a decent cut. The bowl's going to be about that thick, so right, start hollowing this and see what it's like. You can hear it hitting that solid wood that's in there. See what we ended up with. That is not cutting too bad. I am actually shocked at this. I'm just going to put the helmet on. what I forgot to do. A little punky there. Oh. As I said, I'm a little bit shocked at this. Right, I'm going to cut that edge again. There's a look. That cut. Not too bad at all. It's still a little punky there. Right, I'm going to roll that edge in a little. Yep, that's working. See if I can get up 1 hour cutting speed. It's 800. Twice. Get up to about 730-ish. Right, I'm starting to get down to the really punky stuff there. But we'll see how we go. I didn't think I'd get this far with this bow. Now I'll be straight and honest with you, I did not think I was going to get this far. Right? It's going to need a little bit of slurrying along there. But I'm actually shocked I've got this far in this bow. Right, I'm going to do the slurry method there and those two spots, and then we'll see where we are after that. So I'll be back when I do that. Right then, just popping the wax off. Yet again, I'm surprised. I did not think this bow was going to get this far at all. But sometimes you're just lucky. And that's what the inside looks like. The markings on this are amazing. Right then, I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to do the base and I'll give you a better look at it. So I'll be back in a sec. Right then, here we have it. A very unexpected 16 1/4 by 3 1/4 Spalted Sycamore bow. That video did not go the way I thought it would. I had this whole thing planned out where it was going to be about knowing when to cut your losses and get rid of it. I'm surprised. I was completely wrong when I looked at that. I thought it was just going to die. But a pleasant surprise for a change. So if you like that one, I got that out of it. If you wouldn't mind clicking like on the video. And I'll see you in the next one.